Oh, look what the cat dragged in. Oh, Adam Coy
How's it going?
is back inside the man cave. It's good to have you. It takes a while. You said it takes a while to set up to get this, but there's a process that we do.
Yeah.
Before we even get into this level. So it takes a little bit, right? Greatness, takes time to perfect, right?
Well, you said the process. That's what Embiid says.
Yeah.
You got to trust
the process. Yes.
And these playoff games, I knew Denver was going to beat Phoenix, and I was so glad because I do not like Chris Paul. And
why not?
He's gonna be like Charles Barkley, never get a ring.
Well, he says that, man, he like dreams about it, and well, of course you're gonna dream about it, right? I'm sure that when he gets there, if he ever does, which how does it look? I don't think that you think that he's gonna even. He's already too old. How old is he? Like
30. I think he's 36.
That's NBA old.
Yeah.
Right.
So earlier I told friends of mine, I didn't put it on your show, but I was like, it's going to be Philadelphia against Denver. And that Embiid is like a beast. I think tomorrow they will eliminate Boston.
Ooh. That's a good series, man. It's different. It's something that I'm not used to, right? Because to me, this is all new NBA stuff. It's like a clean slate, and I'm having to learn. Like, remember back in the day, we had Spud Webb, and like, hey, check out Dwayne Shinsis, or check out all these players, Detlef Shrimp.
Well, you know what?
Back in the day when we were started watching the NBA, and it was like nothing. It was on TBS. Remember that?
Yeah.
And we would sit there and watch these games, and that's when Jordan was nothing. He was just barely getting on the scene. So to now, when I see this young class come in and Chris Paul kind of fading out already, and he got hurt. He got hurt the other. And what was it? What game was it? Game 3 or 4? He got hurt when they needed him, and that's always the case with the dude. That's his reputation, right?
You know what? Denver's going to end up winning this. They're going to play Philadelphia. It's probably going to go to like 5 games. But what I wanted to say is Miami, they had that play-in game, and they lost to...
I don't like that play-in stuff.
Yeah, but they lost to Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
So that meant that they became the 8th seed and had to play the number 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
And what did they do? They beat the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
And Atlanta ended up playing the number 2 seed, which was, I think, Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
And Brooklyn beat them. So they lost the playing game.
Yeah.
But then the team that beat them in the playoff game got eliminated by the 2nd seed, and they ended up playing the 1st seed and eliminating the 1st seed. Now they're going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals.
It's crazy.
Yes.
I didn't think the Lakers with LeBron would go anywhere, but they stayed in there, and they kind of like forced their way in, and that's a good thing, because you were telling me earlier you're not a huge fan of the Warriors, and
no,
you didn't want them to win more titles than Tim Duncan.
Yeah, I didn't want Curry to get more titles. But let me tell you this about the
I don't
Lakers.
think that matters to me.
Okay, but let me just say this.
That's relevant to me.
Okay. Well,
as a fan. We all got opinions with sports, yeah.
Okay. So I saw this lineup. They had LeBron, they had Russell, and Schroeder. I was like, fucking Schroeder's very good point guard, and then LeBron's also good point guard. And then D'Angelo Russell. Then they had
That's a young squad.
No, then they had what's his face, Trailer Park Mamba, or Hillbilly Mamba, whatever they call him, Reeves. Very smart player. He reminds me of a cross between Manu Ginobili and
I don't agree with that
and
one.
Larry Bird. No, no, this kid, he does stuff that is very Ginobili-like and very Bird-like. And that shot he hit, I mean, when he launched it, I was like, that's probably going. And you know what? He also plays the best offensive player from the opposing team on defense. He's a great. He's really good. That's where I compare him to Ginobili, but his shooting I would like compare it to Bird.
Yeah.
And I mean all he's done is start in the playoffs undrafted.
Mm-hmm.
That's their X factor. But then you had like Lonnie Walker coming. They got like all these that guy from Gonzaga. He's Japanese. Who's my? I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he's half black, half Japanese. 6'10". Really good. They got all these players that. I'll tell you what, Johnny. It's going to be a good series between Denver and the Lakers, but I think Denver's going to take it in 5.
Ooh. Yeah, I and then Anthony got hurt the other night, and they said that he had to be wheeled out in a wheelchair. And I was watching the game at the time, right? And I saw him, and he was kind of like, I thought he had like a concussion. And then they took him to the locker room. Then later on Twitter, I read that he was put in a wheelchair and wheeled out. But I don't think they ever came up with anything, or nothing that I've heard.
Oh, what I heard was that he accidentally cut one of the hairs on his unibrow. It was like they had to get that shit fixed.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
So thanks for joining us. If you're joining out there on this live stream on a Saturday night with special guest Adam, you know him. He's all over the podcast. If you go back in the early podcast shows that I got, Adam was part of them. But he'll jump in here and there, and we got an interview scheduled with FIFA LaRue. So we're trying to coordinate right now with Adam because he's the dude that is going to put this puzzle together, and we can't do it without him. So, yeah, hopefully we can get that done soon. That was a funny story. You got to save that.
Yeah.
Hey, so did you see the NFL schedule that got released the other day?
I saw that Kansas City's going to play Detroit, I guess, what is that, the Pigskin Classic Hall of Fame game? That's going to be the opener.
Yeah.
I
that
really
game doesn't mean shit.
Well, I really like this Detroit team.
Yeah. I'm just excited even talking about football. Like, just like even bringing it up right now, I get kind of like, you know.
Oh, you know what? I think in a couple of days, they're going to have the drawing on who's going to be getting.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's
look, Johnny.
Spurs.
If we get
number one. No, you're not going to get number one.
No, I said if we get one.
No, you're not going to get one.
I didn't say that. One,
but you never know.
2.
You never know.
If we get
no, but you never know. I'm going to put it that way, because the way I see people on Twitter reacting, there's a guy. I'm not going to name his name, but every day he puts a chart and a simulator on, and he has his simulation that you can see on where the Spurs will project in the draft, which is coming up on Wednesday or Thursday. It's one of those days. I don't know. I don't really keep up with that stuff anymore.
I think it's after the NBA's finals.
Yeah, well, it's going to be this week coming up. But the Spurs
Monday they're gonna do where the ping pong balls to see where
who the lineup, and that right there, ooh,
we'll just tell you basically who you're gonna get.
Yeah. But remember the last draft when I was at your place and you're like, oh, they're gonna go for this guy, and you guys are all fighting it out, putting money down, and going, no, this is gonna be the guy they're gonna draft. And I told you personally, I said, hey, Adam, you guys don't know Pop, man, how he operates. Him and RC, they're a different breed. And what did he do? He went all the way left field. You were like, what the hell? They're going to get this guy. I was like, nope. You're like, you fucking called it. Give him some credit, man.
No, I don't remember that.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't remember that. Yeah.
No.
But the Cowboys schedule, I think they're playing, I don't know. It's one of those things where they always play the Giants in the first, like, 2 or 3 games, right?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Adam's done. He's hitting that bottle of tequila that I have right in front of him, and he just won't stop. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I've taken like 4 or 5, like 2 shots. I'm not gonna exaggerate it.
All right,
and I'm feeling pretty good.
Good night.
Yeah, see, Adam's out. I'm gonna kill his mic.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill his mic, and I'm gonna keep going. He's out. So I'm gonna put this other camera on. And we're gonna still be live because Adam, you can still see him in the background. We'll do like play-by-play on what he's gonna do because he's gonna crash out. He has to go to work in the morning. He's gonna crash out here. I don't know how he's gonna do that because I remember the time when we were roommates, and I tortured him with Alice in Chains every morning. I mean, I let him listen to Dirt from track 1 to 13 every day, and every day it got louder and louder. Yeah, look there. He's done, but he won't let that beard go. He's gonna finish that up. Yeah, he's enjoying his last. If you don't need your beard, dude, let me know. But I'm gonna end this right here. I wanted to come on and talk a little bit about the NBA, see what everybody's doing. Check out the latest podcast I have up about Alex Van Halen not being in the top 10 of the best drummers of all time, which is just crazy. But yeah, I appreciate you guys jumping on, hanging out, and I'll catch up with you guys soon.
Oh, man,
Did you win?
Yeah,
Go ahead, dude.
So I got that room, right?
Yeah, you can crash in there. I'll give you a blanket and stuff. I'll give you a blanket. Hold on, I'll set you up.